ask you a question.
What, me or them?
Well, kind of both, but you're the one that's going to answer, aren't you?
Probably.
Right.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay. What would you think of Jason Statham fighting giant monsters?
Okay, I gotta say, that would be pretty sweet.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Which is great, because that's basically what the trade paperback of Godzilla is.
Godzilla?
No, you did that gag last week.
No, you're right, I did. Okay, scratch that.
We don't
okay.
do double gags.
All right, we won't do that again. But look, I've got to say, it's not actually Jason Statham in this.
No, it's not.
It's not. I mean, the main character, Boxer, he is British. He is ex-Special Forces. He looks exactly like Statham, and every line that he says I was reading in his voice, but it's not actually him.
No, but I do feel like artist Simon Gain may have been watching all 3 Transporter films just before he started drawing Godzilla.
Okay, maybe. But let's move past that.
Okay.
Boxer is basically an ultra-hardcore dude who's on a revenge quest to kill Godzilla. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And he gathers a like-minded group of similarly hard-as-nails partners to help him, well, systematically blow up most of the major cities in the world in an effort to kill every giant monster they can find.
Absolutely.
At a fee of $7 billion per monster.
Yeah, so that's $1 for every person on the planet.
Give or take.
Yeah, it's good. It's a gleefully demented premise, really.
It is,
And what
yeah.
I liked the most was the fact that Godzilla actually isn't the main focus of the book.
No.
There's a whole bunch of monsters running around and people just kind of deal with them like they would natural disasters.
Yeah.
Which is great because it means that you don't get that, no, it can't be a monster.
Oh wait, something just ate Jeff.
Oh.
Couldn't be a monster though.
Couldn't be a
No,
monster.
We skip past that,
We
which
get
is
to
good.
go past all of that. I mean, a giant spider smashes into a church on the first page of this.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, Dwayne Swazinski just doesn't waste any time in this one. On pretty much every page, there's something exploding, or falling down, or catching on fire. But you know what? It's a book about giant monsters, so what else are you going to expect?
It does move along at a cracking pace.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but never to the detriment of the actual characters.
Yeah.
Each one has their own voice that's really defined and very strong. Even in the case of Harrison, who's a mute through all of this, he's got this really nice internal monologue, so you know exactly what his motivation is.
Yeah, you get his personality through that.
You do.
Yeah.
The pace, the dry wit, the fact that there's just crazy action going everywhere, and that it doesn't kind of fall into the melancholy, oh, the world is ending kind of thing, means that this is a really fun book to read.
Yeah, and I think Gaines' artwork sort of matches that tone.
Yeah.
We never see anything there's no torn bodies or anything like that.
Yep.
They're usually under a pile of rubble. So it never gets into that sort of, that dark area.
Yeah.
It stays fun. And I mean, the artwork itself, it's all thick, blocky lines and, chunky textures.
Yeah.
And in some ways reminded me of some of Eduardo Risso's work.
Absolutely.
Which I really like. I mean, look, boiled right down, this is a creature feature story, So if you like monster movies, you'll probably like this.
Yeah, and that's the thing, I really love the kind of classic monster movies, the claymation with the polystyrene buildings and stuff, and that's what I love about these monsters. They're all kind of classic monsters.
yeah.
Godzilla, big neck, little head, big tail, crashing things. It's amazing. You can almost hear that screech of his. It's awesome.
You really can. I mean, and between Rodan, Batra, and a whole bunch of others. I mean, this story may be light on plot, but it's heavy on monsters, so you're going to have fun with that. Look, when I first read this one, I put it down, I thought I was probably going to give it a borrow.
No.
No, not in a bad
Not
way,
in a bad
just
way.
that it's kind of a popcorn story.
Yeah.
But then I picked it up and read it again. And again, I read it about 3 times because it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to give this one a buy.
Well, I pretty much knew I was giving this one a buy within about 5 pages because I was having tremendous fun reading this. It's just hilarious. It kind of just takes me back to the monster craziness of my childhood. And the creative team have kind of taken everything you want in a monster movie and have put it all into a monster comic, which is great. And I kind of disagree with you on the light on the plot thing. I think it's got a fine plot. It's got monsters. It's got monster versus monsters. It's got a government conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's got Boxer's boss coming in after him.
It's all kind of by the numbers stuff, really. I mean, it's...
Sonzilla.